buzz on your shirt. Hi, guys.
Hello there, everybody.
Look who's back. Yay. Oh, goodness. Let me put up my usual notice.
Well, somebody showed up. Two of them.
There. Now, my notice is up and we're ready to go.
Can you jiggle the camera
Hi,
around?
Joe. Good to see you.
Can you move the camera a little bit?
Oh. Oops, that won't work.
I need to go this way.
There.
There, that's a little better.
Actually, you need to come this way because we're getting things off camera over there, but that's all right.
Yeah, I'm just leaning back.
Hi, Loretta. Good to see you.
Hey, Joe. How you doing, partner?
Busy week getting stuff done. Yeah, I understand that one, Joe.
Yeah. Been a busy week for me, too. I've been in bed every day.
I'm going to keep messing with this till I get it so we're not seeing so much off screen. There, that's better. Good to see you too, Loretta. And you too, Joe.
Yeah, you're our first visitors today, so you get the prize. What's the prize?
You get to say hi to him first.
Yeah. I guess I'm the prize.
We don't really have a subject. I had one, and I cannot find my notebook where I was taking all of the notes. So it'll have to be next week. And
Hi, Loretta.
we're going to be talking next week about keeping warm when power goes out. So we've got all kinds of ideas and things to do to help keep warm when the power dies.
Kate took a bunch of notes and can't find them now, so.
Well, I usually keep them in spiral bound notebooks, and I had two in here, one for recipes and one for notes. I still got the recipe one here, but the note one has disappeared.
How many spiral bound notebooks you got running right now? Altogether?
Probably 7 or 8
That's what I
for
thought.
various things.
Yeah. That's the way Kate keeps track of stuff.
Let's see. Ideas. That lady is funny. Oh, okay. Well, the only way I can keep things straight is to write them down. And if I don't keep different notebooks for different things, then all the notes and recipes and everything go in one place, and then it takes me forever to get them sorted out. So it's just much easier to do it this way.
Yeah. I used note cubes.
Yeah.
You
Then
know,
we'll rip off piece sheets.
comes about yay tall, and it's just little 3x3 squares of paper. And that's what I use. I just jot down something on there and I
Hi, Lisa.
end up stacking them up.
Lisa says it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Lisa. Thank you. And I sort through them every now and then. Oh, I didn't do that one, throw it away. Didn't do that one, throw it away. So.
Hello, Ruth. Good
Hi,
to
Ruth.
see you. Lisa asked how you're doing.
I'm doing.
Better than he was earlier this week, that's for sure.
Last 3 weeks have been a bit of a bear. It's been tough. Tomorrow is going to be a real bitch. They're doing a stress test on my heart tomorrow,
Hi, Susanna. Good to see you.
and I've got to be at my doctor's clinic at 6:45 in the morning, and the test runs anywhere from 4.5 to 6 hours. And they end up giving me injections that
Thank you, Lisa.
tax my heart, and it's like exertion. If I could walk, they'd have you on a treadmill. So I am not looking forward to that at all. And
You're right, Loretta. That's not fun.
I'm not all that concerned about it, but I don't think my heart's in real good shape right now, so I'm a little concerned. It just seems like I'm having to work awful hard to get my air. 10 magazines, rather.
Very good, Joe.
Cool. Good for you.
That is excellent.
So, and then I had to beg off on a echocardiogram that they wanted to on me last week because I just wasn't up to going. So,
Hi, Amy.
don't know when we're going to get that made up.
Hi, Terry. Good to see you.
And then after all that crap's done, then I sit down with this cardiologist and we decide what's going on.
Thank you,
True.
Joe.
You're
I'm
right,
not
Joe.
worried. Hi, Celtic.
Yeah, they do, Loretta. That's what this is right here. I'm pretty much on oxygen 24/7. So, but even that, I still get real short of breath. I don't have any stamina or any.
Hey,
Stick
Loretta
with it.
couldn't see it. That's good. It's not as obvious
good.
as you thought.
Good. It kind of, after you see me for a while, it just sort of disappears on my face. Luckily. Yeah. Emotionally and mentally, I'm good, but just physically right now is just kind of a bear.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it.
Where's Amy?
Hi,
Amy?
Lisa Hoffer. Top of the screen.
Oh, Amy, hi. I didn't see you up there. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. And thank you for the prayers, Amy. Much appreciated. Yeah, I've had the stress test done before, Lisa. And it, but I wasn't in the shape I'm in now. So, hey, Celtic, what's happening, big guy? I see you got your chair approved, didn't you? Yay! Way to go, big guy. Way to go. I'm real glad that happened
Oh,
for you.
Loretta. Bad asthma is awful.
Yeah, I've never had asthma, but this is very much like what I'm sure what an asthma attack is like, where you just can't get your breath. You're laboring to breathe.
Kelsey
And,
gets his chair on September the
Oh,
30th.
good deal. Good deal. Yep. What?
You had somebody try to
Karen,
assault your dad? That sounds scary. What happened? Yeah, he loves his too.
What's that?
Your power chair.
Yeah, I do.
Joe's dad
it's
loves his.
handy. It's mine's not got a lot of bells and whistles, but it does what I need it to do. If yours is like the pictures you've been showing online, that's a spiffy chair, partner. That's really something. That's like an $8,000 chair, unless I missed my guess. So, that's got a lot of good features to it. Looks like it'll raise your legs independently, and you can recline, and it'll stand you up some. All that sort of stuff.
I agree, Celtic. Lighting fires does help. Oh, the lady at the hospital trying to put a mask on him.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that our society comes down to the two camps: wear a mask or don't wear a mask. I don't know. It amazes me.
I took my mom grocery shopping the other day, and as we were going into the store, there was an employee standing outside the door, and she looked at us, and we didn't have our masks on, and she said, "Put your mask on." And I looked at her and I said, "I beg your pardon." She said, "Put your mask on. You're not allowed in here without a mask." She said, it's how did she say it? It's an option that you have to take. And I looked at her and I said, if it's an option, then I opt not to take it. And I walked right past her and didn't put on a mask.
Good for you.
She made me laugh.
Yes.
She was ugly. Hi, Lori. Good to see you.
Hello there. Yeah, when I put a mask on, it doubles my problems too. So, yeah, I understand. So I wear it when I have to. As soon as I can get it off, I do.
I do wear one frequently, but I have this little plastic thing that goes under it that fits around my nose and mouth that holds it completely away from my face. Hello, Howie. Good to
Howie.
see you.
Good to see you.
Learning to cook wild rice with green tea. Oh, that sounds good. You have a mask mandate there,
Yeah.
but no one is enforcing it since the hurricane. You know, Amy, it's really funny. The Walmart and other big box stores are very much enforcing it. The grocery stores are, but the convenience stores on the corner where everybody stops in just for a spur of the moment don't care one way or the other.
Yeah. Man, it's a tough time.
Yeah, Celtic, we opted, since we have health issues, to go ahead and get the Johnson and Johnson pokey.
Well, I'm a prime candidate for COVID. I mean, I'm already compromised, and Kate's just older than dirt. So
That's true. I'm definitely older than dirt, but not older than rock.
yeah. You know, I like jasmine rice.
Hi, Christy.
I do like jasmine rice. By the
That's
way.
what I use whenever I need white rice. It's always jasmine.
Yeah.
You wear my mask
Yeah,
everywhere.
Lisa, I don't
because
blame
you're
you
so
a
fine.
bit. If I was out and about more, I'd wear mine.
Well, we are both vaccinated as well, Lisa, but I still wear my mask until I find somebody like the lady at the grocery store who was so ugly to me about
Yeah,
it.
if somebody pushed my buttons about it, I'd probably kick back too. So,
Well, I just left it in my purse. I had planned to put it on once I got Mommy inside
hey
the
Josh,
store.
how you doing, partner?
Hi, Josh. Good to see you. Hi, Tim. You rode
Tim
dinosaurs to
Turner,
school
wow.
uphill and back uphill. But Tim, I always used to tell my kids, when my mom would tell me to clean up the room, all I had to do was roll the boulders back outside.
Yeah. Good to see you, Tim.
You
And
know-
Josh, good to see you too, son.
In Alberta, if you've not taken the special sauce, then you're treated like an outcast. One cannot go to a restaurant or a public event. Yep.
Yeah.
It's that way here in Texas, too. Abby is required to wear one, or
Drive
that
through only.
doesn't make sense to me because they're only a drive-through. Yeah, well, around here they have to do it too, and they say it's because they're handling food that goes to people other than just those around them. So,
Yeah, well,
you know, oh well, what can you do?
it's
getting-
just odd that something as mundane as a mask separates our people. You know, there's pro-mask and anti-mask.
And especially
And
because
all of a
most of
sudden
the
it's-
masks make no difference at all.
And
They
all of a
don't
sudden
work.
it's a big deal. And most of these masks don't mean shit anyway. They don't work at the virus level. So
Right.
you gotta have an N95 mask or better.
I knew that, Loretta. He
Very
did
few
not
of
mandate
those.
it.
Very few of those that are wearing masks out there meet that criteria.
Tim, we're better than we were. Thank you. What makes it worse is their building doesn't have a working AC. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's awful. Pound sand, nice way of asking. Okay.
Well, anything. I worry about coughing on stuff on people, Josh, but it's not so much the coughing that spreads as COVID, it's just the breathing, period. And if the virus is airborne, the masks that we're wearing don't do any good anyway. Most of them don't. But that's neither here nor there. So, at least I'm in the same boat. I go out if I have to. Have to go out, I gotta go somewhere. But that's a pretty tough chore right now too.
Howie says it's
Good to see you too, Howie. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, the last few weeks I've just not been up to much of anything actually. So
Amy, even the paper masks have been proven not to be any good.
yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Yep.
So,
I'm so glad that some of these governors are standing up and saying we won't do it. Back in November, Stacy was practicing 6-foot rules, rubber gloves, mask at work constantly. She still got COVID from a coworker. That was in a different department and a different area. My word. Hi, I'm Albany. Good to see you.
hello there. Yeah, there's no real protection against a virus. A virus can get you in 100 different ways.
Good idea, Josh. As long as you have the determination and you get it
Yeah.
done on time. Joe took his dad shooting 3 times in a month. Next week you'll go again. Good for
Cool.
you.
Your dad enjoys that, doesn't he?
Did you see what Amy said? She said if cloth underwear don't stop a fart, it's not going to stop a virus.
Good point.
Oh, Amy, you have the right way of saying it.
Wow.
Oh, Loretta, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, hopefully with vaccinations, they'll get a less severe case. Yeah, Tim, I'm with you. The masks don't work. It's a placebo. It's a Band-Aid on an artery. That's all there is to it.
Glad to hear they're doing okay, Loretta. That's excellent news.
I don't know. It's something for people to hang their hat on. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I'm outraged. My feelers are hurt, all that crap. Everybody's got to have their say about it. I really don't give a crap.
Well, the mask that I wear is one I got for 25 cents at Walmart, and it's printed with the nose, chin, and cheeks of a dog. So if I have my hat on and my sunglasses and that mask, it looks like a dog walking in on a human body. It's really funny. I get lots of good stares.
The one that I wear is an N95 mask.
Yep, he does.
Mine is effective, supposedly, against
Very
the
good,
COVID
still.
virus.
Christy,
Thanks for coming by.
and we have you on the prayer list. We will definitely keep praying for you and your sister. Take care and have a great week. N95 good for half micron, cuts down on the oxygen.
Yeah, it does. I'll tell you that for true.
Get a
That's
gas
true.
mask. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
You want
well,
tie-dye mask? Celtic, you can find them. I found several online, and I found a couple at Walmart.
just go to Google, look for masks, and then bring up images only. You'll get 1,000.
Oh my goodness. Christy, I
What?
just read that. I am so sorry. Her sister passed yesterday. She's been caregiver
Oh
for
my
her sister
God.
for a long, long time. I'm so
Oh,
sorry to hear
Christy.
that, Christy. We will definitely be praying for you.
Oh, very sorry, Christy.
Yeah,
Very sorry.
that's going to be a huge change in your life. What a shame. She saw the angels before she went. How cool. That's wonderful.
That's nice.
Hi, Ruth. I didn't see you come in. Or if I did and spoke to you, I don't remember. So, hi and welcome. David, I feel off the wagon with smoking, but been 2 days as of 6 p.m. Eastern. Good for you, Celtic. That is excellent news. I'm glad you've given it up.
Yeah, it's 9 months for me now. I quit the first of the year. Except for when we went to
I was going
Louisiana.
to say he's only had one slide back, so that's not bad at all.
When we went over to Louisiana and visited with the Hussards, I fell off the wagon while I was there, and then left. That was it.
Josh quit smoking 4 years ago.
Good for you, Josh.
Excellent. That means your lungs are almost back to healthy again.
Yeah, mine's too little, too late.
Celtic, I haven't smoked in many years, and I still get the urge from time to time. So I understand that. I don't think it'll ever go completely away.
I tell you, tobacco is insidious. It really is. It's harder to kick that, people say, than heroin.
Actually, it's not the tobacco, it's all the stuff they put in the cigarettes. The tobacco itself is not all that bad for you.
Yeah, Celtic, I never had a problem with alcohol. I could take it or leave it most of my life. But then I left it. I can't remember the last drink I had. Truly, it's been years.
Quit smoking whenever all this cancer stuff started happening. The doctors told me to get back to smoking. They don't want any changes to shock my body until it's all over with.
Huh,
That's weird because you quit smoking so long ago. I would think that there would not be a major shock anymore. You've already gone through that part of it, Tim, haven't you?
no, if he quit smoking just when he was diagnosed, that was just a few months ago.
But still.
Yeah, hard to say. Well,
I thought it was closer to 6 months or a year that he'd been fighting this.
I don't know.
Dad and I smoked. We have for years. Everyone dies someday. He smoked 67 years and he's healthy and has no cancer. It's just what I
That's
think.
kind of the way I figured it. I always figured, well, at least I know what I'm going to die from. Thinking it'd be,
And that's not true
well,
because you
it
really
looks
don't know
like-
what you're going to die from. You
No.
might walk out the door and get in
Yeah,
a truck and have a car accident and
True.
die there.
Yep, I think you're right, Joe. It's just luck, blind luck. What we die of is what God decided we're going to die of.
Well, I didn't smoke a lot or for a long period of time. I smoked for about 2 years back in the late 90s and then gave it up. And then around 2008 or 2009, I started and smoked for just about a year and then gave it up again. So, and I have not had any reason or desire to go back. I still occasionally feel like I might want one, and then I think of how it tastes and how it makes me feel, and I go, no, I don't want one. I'll find something else.
I've been real lucky. I haven't had much of an urge to have any.
That is lucky. Husband tried smoking when he was in his late teens but didn't care for it. He's now 82 and they still
Bullshit.
consider him a former smoker. Yep, I understand that.
Amy, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
It's written in the big book upstairs.
My grandfather died at 89 and he smoked from the time he was 10, and when he died it was prostate cancer, not lung cancer.
Good for you, Lisa. It's a good one not to have, I'll guarantee you.
That's good.
Yep.
About 2 weeks that I quit, doctor said, get back on it. My oxygen level is always running. No, that's excellent, Tim.
I really got to pack it in to get to 98.
Celtic, I believe you do too.
I've seen the angels in my life.
Well, since neither one of us smoke, we don't have to worry about secondhand smoke anymore.
Nope, we don't.
No tobacco use to give either one of us problems anymore.
But Celtic,
Excuse me.
I've seen the angels, or at least one angel in my life that helped me out.
Yep.
It's a long story, and I'm not going to bother everybody with it, but an angel came to my rescue in Nebraska many years ago.
That was Kareem who said peekaboo this morning.
Yeah. Who are you talking to, Kareem?
He's looking over there and flirting with me. Peekaboo, Kareem.
Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo.
You're pro-mask and anti-smoking. Seems you're in the wrong group. No, you're not in the wrong group, Josh. I am
This group doesn't have
in
any
the group that says
anti-parole.
it's up to every individual to make their own decision, period.
One of the things that we try to promote about this group is that we don't have prejudices one way or another. Everybody makes their own choices.
That's right.
And I will respect your choice as long as you respect mine. And if we can't do that, then what the hell's the point?
Well,
I'd like to think that we all make choices for our own reasons. I think we do.
well, we're glad to have you, Josh. We really are. We're very glad that you decided to join
I'm glad
us.
to have you drop by, Josh. It's good to have you here. It's
Celtic, are you saying that we're your two angels in your life? Goodness, I hope not. You need real angels, not me. I'm too fallible to be an angel. I'll be your friend, but I don't think I qualify to be an angel, if that's what you were saying. I thought that's what you meant.
well, I've never been called an angel before.
Well, I have been, but I'm not an angel. I don't qualify. I'm just somebody who loves other people. Your husband was a diesel mechanic, worse than secondhand. I agree, Amanda. That's terrible. Your own personal choice. I am modern age, so I'm to the point I just do what I want and do what I need. Yep.
Go, Joe. Yeah,
You make a choice.
freedom of choice. Yeah. It's just like I really agree with Brett on a lot of the stuff that he's talking about as far as surviving and being prepared and all that sort of stuff. But at my age, in my condition, where I'm at, it's rather pointless for me to get all worked up about the things that Brett is concerned about because they're just not relevant to me.
Besides that, he leaves that to me.
And, you know, if the shit really does hit the fan,
Chances are we won't last
We
much
won't.
over 6 months anyway.
Kate and I would not be long-time survivors. I'll put it that way. You know, just that's all there is to it.
Exactly, Amy. We don't try and force our decisions on other people, and we don't appreciate it when they try and force theirs on us. That's one of the beauties
Exactly.
of our relationship with you guys.
I think that's why we're friends, because, I mean, Brett and I have some significant political differences, but it doesn't matter.
That's right.
You know,
Except the sky starts falling, you put on your helmet.
there you go. Good choice, Joe. Good choice. Good choice.
I'll just run to the chickens. I know Henny Penny will be in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's just that there's not enough people around that feel like these folks here do, that we all have the right to our own decisions, our own self-determination, and it shouldn't affect our interpersonal relationships
That's right.
the way it does. You know, it's because you believe differently than I do does not make you stupid, does not make you an asshole, does not make you a prick. You know, it just
It makes you a person with a different idea.
You got
or
a
opinion.
different way of looking at things, and that's it. So go look at it your way. I'll look at it mine, and we'll sit on the front porch and drink some tea.
You weren't here last week, but last week we started talking about seceding from the Union, starting our own country.
You know, Texas is the only place that could legally do that. We could.
I know we could.
Yep.
Josh says he'll duck and Celtic can cover. Yeah. I still think we ought to just all join together, buy off most of South Texas, and start our own country. Too many
Yeah, I don't
people
understand
nowadays
that,
think
Amy. I
everyone
really
should have
don't.
the
You know,
same thing.
everybody thinks that their opinion is the only one that's valid. I don't know. How they've come to that conclusion, I just can't understand. You know, I mean, it's
Celtic, what's really funny is you're more than twice as tall as I am because I'm barely 5'3",
just that
or almost.
Everybody just wants to push their beliefs on me
That
and
happens, you're
everybody
moving
else.
to Texas. Okay, Amy.
Yep, Amy, you're welcome to come by anytime. We got some land here. We can support 20, 30 people easy.
Amanda, why do you feel like an odd duck out?
Why is that? What, do you have a different opinion about something? You coming in here pushing your way? What? Go on, fess up. Lay it out for us. Come on. Whew. Yeah, Celtic's a big guy. That's why I just call him Big Guy, because he's big.
You're short and jealous. Josh is short and jealous. I'm not jealous. I don't want to be tall. I had a sister who was, it's almost 6 feet tall, my baby sister.
So
He's only 5'5".
5'5".
Oh my goodness.
That's got to be a joke
Texas
walking down the
now moved
street.
to Oklahoma, period. For
You
all.
two must look pretty odd.
Well, Tim, what we decided last week was we were just going to go back to the original Louisiana purchase that has Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and I think,
Parts of New Mexico.
yeah, and New Mexico, and just make that one big country and call it the country of Texas.
And we could get away with it. Because this originally we joined the Union as a republic, not as a territory. So we came into the Union differently.
Amanda says all she wishes is to be good to others and have them be good to her.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that, darling. Not a thing.
That's a
That's
wonderful
a very,
attitude.
very good outlook.
But anyway, I think if we could all get together and buy up all of that space, we could have our own country and be quite happy.
Oh boy. Josh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Before David and I got married, I dated a guy who was 7'4", which was really funny to see me at 5'3" and him at 7'4". But he had a lot of back and knee issues from being so tall. And then he got really severe diabetes and lost one of his legs. And finding the person to make the right prosthesis was just awful. But he finally found one and did well. But like you, had a lot of back problems, a lot of leg problems, just because he was so tall. And those long muscles and those long bones, you have problems after a while.
Yeah. And Tim, you're absolutely right. Our views are pretty much real different, but that's okay.
You see what Tim said. His political views are different from yours,
Yeah.
but you're still
Still
friends. It
friends,
doesn't matter.
That's right. Yep.
Josh, I agree. I had friends when I was in high school or middle school who had problems.
Yeah.
Growing
Arthritis, Celtic, yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, Josh, I wanted to tell you, you've been asking about talking on the phone or FaceTiming and all that stuff. This is why I don't want to do it, because it is just, it's tough. It's hard for me to do this.
John, hi.
I get out of breath so easy that just talking for a few minutes is about all I'm good for. So that's the reason that I've not wanted to actually talk, except like through Messenger.
Lisa, David, and I both
causes
have
problems.
lost height over the years too. So
Oh yeah, I've lost 3 inches of height over the years. So
looking like it may come to that eventually common sense. Yes, I agree.
there you go, Joe. That's a good idea. Let them all jump in a volcano.
Do what?
Let all politicians jump in a volcano.
Oh, what a wonderful idea. There's
Yeah.
several in Hawaii that would love the additions.
Yeah.
Charades. That's one way.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Josh? Sometimes he gets so bad, we have a little whiteboard and he just writes notes to me.
Yeah, it gets
Good, Tim.
it's a little whiteboard about the size of about the size of
About
that,
that size.
and I can scribble on there and tell Kate if I need something, because sometimes talking is just too much trouble.
At least I've only lost the 2 inches that I gained when I was 21. And back to where I was most of my life.
Yeah, there was a time I was just shy of 6 foot, just shy. like about an eighth of an inch, and now I'm like
Yay, Loretta's
5'9".
coming to Texas. We got a spare room.
But a lot of people aren't usually against when they're on my principles. I don't need a Albany.
Okay, no goodness,
I
good
don't
luck,
either.
Republicans.
I don't
Watch
either,
out,
Albany.
Celtic. We don't call names. There's some of everyone here.
It seems to be something that is kind of becoming pervasive in our society. That if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong. It's not that you don't agree with me. Okay, we have a difference of opinion. Let's move on. It's like I've got to beat you over the head until you believe the way I do. And
That
you're
doesn't
doing
work.
the same. And that ain't going to work ever.
It
Never.
doesn't change people's mind. All it does is make them enemies.
It might make them conform, but it doesn't make them cooperate. So anyway,
Sean, what I used to say is, I'm not tall, but my legs are long enough to reach the ground.
yeah.
That's all that matters. What did your daddy used to say about your mama's height?
Mm,
I don't remember. You told me a long time ago. He said something about her legs reach from the ground right up to heaven.
could be. I don't know.
His daddy said some interesting
My
things.
dad had a saying for everything. Yeah, you're right, Amy. Too much hot-headedness is just, it's got everybody just prickly. You know, everybody is prickly. And that's stupid.
We got to keep them all away from Yellowstone. We don't want that super volcano going off.
No. Ah,
Too much talking. You're getting out of breath again.
yeah, I am. Carry on, darling. I'm just going to sit here for a minute.
Good idea. It looks like everyone else is doing the same thing.
Yep.
We got 12 people watching and only 11 thumbs up. If you're the one,
Oh,
please
we
put
got
your thumb
12
up.
thumbs up and 11 watching.
Oh, I'm backwards. Sorry about that. Thank you for.
See, you're wrong. You should have known better than that.
I'm
dumbass.
always wrong, darling. If you
Dumbass.
say I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Did you see that? That's perfectly obvious.
It's a good thing I know he's kidding. Way too much division in this world. People are so
Yeah.
disrespectful to each other. I was always taught to respect others' opinions and agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's
Same
right.
Get them
That's
out there.
right. You're right, Amy. You know, you and I think a lot alike, darling. We do. Yes, we do. Oh,
Can't wait for Christmas. We're getting pretty excited about it too, Josh.
yeah.
And I'm
Looking
so
forward to it.
thrilled that Michael's going to come too. That really is very exciting.
One thing I did want to pass on to you about that, Josh, is I'm not expecting you and Michael to pay your way. We'll be handling your transportation in some way. Hopefully we can fly you out here. So you need to start looking around. I don't know where you'd come from, whether it be Portland or some
Ooh.
other area around there.
Very nice, Sean. It's 92 here and overcast, so it's not bright sunny.
Try to figure out what it would cost for you and Michael for round trip tickets.
Thank you, Tim.
And we'll try to figure out a way to pay for it.
Or at least to help.
Yeah, we'll help out some if we can't do the whole thing.
92, yeah. But that's cool compared to what it's been, Sean. It's been over 100 here a lot lately, so this is not bad.
Yeah. I'm not too big. We haven't even decided what days yet, Josh, or how long. So we got a ways to go. Yeah, we'll get it handled. And I figure if Kendra comes, she'd probably drive.
Maybe I ought to set up a conference call with everybody and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, we need to sit down and figure out what's a good window for us and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and what's a good window for Josh and for Michael with work and school and all that stuff.
Well, thank you God for sending the rain so Amy didn't have to cut the grass. Speaking of that kind of thing, I was blessed last week. The gentleman who owns the beehive that we have in our yard came over to check on the bees. And I give him eggs because we get more eggs than we know what to do with. And he and his wife and daughter love to bake and they love fresh eggs. So he came over to check the bees, and I took him out 4 dozen eggs. And he got on our riding lawnmower and mowed the entire backyard. That's right at an acre. So now my yard is all cut. And I think that's a wonderful barter.
Yeah, we'll make it happen somewhere or another, Josh.
Now the sun's out and the grass is wet. Well, that just means it'll grow a little quicker. So next time when you cut it, it'll be more to cut.
Yeah.
Amanda, we have not had much rain in quite a while.
Yeah, we got what was it, day before yesterday? When it rained a little bit,
Yeah, I think so.
but it's
I agree,
passing
Sean.
shower. Passing showers.
We're working on figuring out schedules. Michael works and you have school, but we're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we will. The nice part about this guy, Mark, he's going to start giving Kate some honey
Yeah.
in return for the eggs because she gave him 3 dozen chicken eggs and 12 duck eggs too. So apparently he and his family really liked the duck eggs a lot. So he was real pleased.
We had 3 inches with the last tropical storm. We had nothing with the last tropical storm. Grass cut for trade. Yes. I gave him 4 dozen eggs, Sean, and he cut my grass, and I've given him eggs in the past, and he's going to get more eggs in the future. And when he goes to harvest the honey, he's going to bring me some honey. So he gets all the extra eggs I can give him, and I get honey in my yard mowed once in a while.
Josh, to be honest with you, I can't tell the difference between chicken and duck.
There's not a lot of difference in the flavor, but when you bake, the duck eggs have more fat content, so the baked goods are richer.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a good trade too, Sean. I really do.
And Kate is still in the process of getting the chickens moved down here from up in front. Her brother-in-law, where the chickens are now, is not the best situation. So she's gotten all of her stuff together now. She's gone out and bought the rest of the materials. And our friend David, who actually owns the place up front, has been helping Kate with getting everything down here and getting it together, and is going to help her put together a really nice run for the chickens and the ducks. And it'll be right adjacent to a covered carport. And there'll be some good shelter there for them from the wind and the rain and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to getting the chickens moved down here, and they will officially be Kate's. She'll have how many chickens?
I'll have 9 chickens and 3 ducks.
3 ducks. Yeah.
You know, Amanda, I really enjoy my 3 ducks. They are a little bit messier because they get into the food and get everything dirty. And I have a kiddie swimming pool that's turned upside down that gives them enough water they can get in, but it's easy for me to empty. And other than that, they're great.
I think Howie's leaving.
Take care, Howie. It's good
Take
to
care,
see you.
big
Thank
guy.
you for
Good to see
coming.
you. Thank you very much for coming by.
But anyway, I go down every day and
Yeah.
just dump it up and dump it out and put a little fresh in there, and they're doing real well.
Kate's been talking about having chickens for a long time, so this is just the next step.
Yeah, I am very
Yeah.
excited about it. I really am. So, and some of the chickens, they were raised by the guys up there. When we bought them last year, David and I split, David, our neighbor, and I split the cost of buying everything we needed, the fencing, the feeders, the everything. And then my brother-in-law was going to do taking care of them. And then he
Yeah.
got to the point where he couldn't or wouldn't do it anymore. So it's just been David and I going back and forth taking care of him. So it's now getting harder for me to walk down there twice a day to feed and water and all of that. So that's why we decided to bring him up here. And also, David down there was tired of dealing with the chickens on his own. So they're going to move it up here.
Ron was no help.
Yeah, he was unfortunately not any help at all. So we're going to move them up to our house, and I've already done a lot of research, and I'm changing a number of things about the way they're being kept. I'm giving them a better quality food. I'm doing a different watering system, a lot of other stuff. So
yeah, they're gonna be a lot more pet now than just.
It's getting to the point where several of them have names, and I can walk up to them and stroke their backs, and they don't run from me. So that's what I want. I want a flock of chickens and ducks that know me and will
somehow or
not
other,
run from me. You what?
I don't see these chickens becoming food.
Some of them will.
Okay.
Not all of
If
them,
you
but
can
some
do
of
it.
them will.
Automatic chicken door. Yeah, well.
I don't want an automatic chicken door. I've done a lot of research on it. And unfortunately, with automatic chicken door and the level of intelligence of most chickens, they get caught and get their heads cut off with automatic chicken doors. So it's just as easy for me to go out and actually, I don't even close the coop where they are now or when they come down here. I have it faced so that the back is facing north, and I'll have plastic on the sides of the runs so they won't get direct wind. The top will be covered so it won't be a lot of rain, and they'll be fine.
Kate does her homework on this kind of stuff, believe me.
And my ducks will have the same kind of situation. So
yeah, they'll be in much better shape than they are now.
My birds, all my birds are going to be well cared for, not just the ones outside, but the ones inside that are already rotten. That's another thing.
I wonder what would happen if we took one of the macaws out there under supervision and put it in there with the chickens.
I expect to take Gandy out there with me when I'm working with the chickens now. I don't know if he'll go down on the floor with them or not, but I expect he'll be on my shoulder a lot.
Be interesting to see.
But yeah, they'll be spoiled. There's no question.
Yeah,
you know, I spoil everybody around me and everything around me. So
no doubt about that.
It's just the way I do things.
Yeah, that's for true.
Cool to see the macaws and the chickens. Yeah, I think so too.
It would be. I was thinking just, imagine you got this cage full of chickens, you got a macaw sitting up on one of the roosts or something. That'd be kind of cool.
No, Celtic, I'm not going to increase the lights in the winter for two reasons. Number one, here in Texas, we don't have that much of a change in our lighting, and we don't have a lot of cold weather. Last year, we had one cold front that came through that made any difference at all, and it was here for about 4 days, and then it was gone. So last year, the chickens did not let up laying at all. And secondly, I've already got probably 30 dozen chicken eggs dehydrated in the pantry, and I've got 2 large jars with them water glassed. And I've got frozen in the freezer. I've got more eggs than I know what to do with. So you can see the chickens running for the coop. Actually, yeah, they do that.
Yep.
Josh, mine is spoiling chickens. They're not ready to graduate to the freezer academy. They're still young. They're not even 2 years old yet. So
they still got a good amount of time.
They'll have several years of laying still before we start worrying about that. And as far as the ducks go, I'm going to start leaving some of the duck eggs in the nests, if they get them in the nests, because I do have 1 drake and 2 females or hens. And I'm hoping that maybe next year we'll have some baby ducklings. Okay, Tim, what kind of help are you offering? I know when the time comes to graduate some of them to Freezer Academy, I'm going to call them Brett and Amy.
Freezer Academy.
Macaws? Is that what you're talking about,
Yeah,
Kelsey?
I'm sure it is. Should go grab one, go grab Gandy or something just to show him off for a little bit.
All right. I'll start
So
with,
Celtic can, oh, we just show one and let them make a big deal
I
out
was
of
going
it.
to say, I'll start with Gandy.
Okay.
Or maybe Kareem.
You're
I don't
not sure
know.
what you're asking for here, big guy.
Maybe I'll start with Kareem. He's our oldest.
Yeah. Guys have not been too partial to me lately. They've been kind of mean to me.
That's my boy. Yeah.
Well, Amy's trying to shove some ducks on you.
This is
There's
Kareem.
Mr. Kareem.
Kareem is our oldest. He's what, do we say 27?
He's about, let's say 20, 25, 26, something
Yeah.
like that. Peekaboo. I see you. You want to step back? You want to step back? Oh, no,
Very
boy,
good.
Boy, Kareem. Come here.
Very good.
Yeah, my big guy.
Kareem has a spot on the
Yes,
back
you
of his shoulder over here that where he had a
Oh, big
feather
boy.
get infected.
You
And
like
it's-
seeing yourself on the screen, don't you? Yeah, peekaboo to you too. See there? He loves seeing himself on screen. Yeah, he does, don't you? You like that. Yeah, you like that,
Peekaboo,
don't you? Peekaboo,
peekaboo.
peekaboo,
I see you. Yes, I do. That's my boy.
peekaboo.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, he's
Peekaboo.
playing peekaboo. He ducks his head down.
You're so silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good boy. Good boy.
Peekaboo. Yeah, peekaboo. You
want
say
me to
peekaboo
take
over
him?
here. Yeah, there you go.
You ready? Good boy. Come on, have a kiss. Let me get down where they can see. Give me kisses. Hey, give me kisses. Mwah. Good boy. Say bye-bye. Okay, let's go put you back. There we go. Good boy.
Yeah, last time, but that was my fault. That was my fault. So that wasn't on the birds. That was on me.
You ready to go, Mr. Bravo? Come on, baby.
Oh, now here's a real treat. This is,
Oh, look at those wings.
yeah, this whole,
Look at those wings.
bring your husband back in here because this is worth seeing. Show you his
This
wings.
is Bravo. He's much bigger than Kareem physically, but he's younger. Can you give us some big wings?
There
Oh,
you go.
good
Look at those
boy.
wings.
Look, do it again. Oh, look at those wings. Do it one more
Show me those
time.
big wings. Oh, there we
Look
go.
at that
big wing.
beautiful boy.
Look at those big wings.
Uh-uh.
Uh-oh.
We're going to put you back.
Yeah. He's the one that nailed me last
We're
time.
going to put you back. I don't have
He's
to
usually
put
my
up with
big
that.
gentle giant,
No,
but
I don't. You leave that
I
and
can't
go back in your
spend much time with them anymore. So they've kind of gotten a little cranky.
Bad boy.
They've gotten a little cranky. Yeah, you're right, Tim. The birds around this part of the country, around this house, got a good life. Yeah, Kate takes superb care of them. She really does. She takes really, really good care of them. Oh, Idaho User, how you doing? Thanks for coming by.
Who's leaving?
Idaho Hoosier just showed up.
Oh. Hello, Julie. This is my baby. This is Dandy.
Yes, 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 it does.
Dandy's about 15.
Yep, he is definitely Herbert.
He thinks he's my mate.
He's the only one that can handle him, period.
He's my baby boy. Yeah.
And it took years to get to this point. Years. When we first got him, he would not allow himself to be touched by anybody except Kate. And even that was to just get on her arm and on her shoulder, and that was it. No touchy-feely. And over the years, Kate's turned him around.
That's my
And now
boy.
he's a very lovable bird to her.
And as you can
Yes,
see,
you are.
he's plucked his chest. Oh, you want to go sit on the chair? All righty.
And that goes back to his previous housing. he was kept by a guy that
That's
didn't know anything about big birds, and he was in a very small cage that was undersized for him, and he was never able to stretch his wings out or fledge, so he can't fly. So all of ours are rescued, by the way. All of these are rescued birds.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put him away so that I can go and,
All right.
if I can get him on my hand. I don't think he's
Yeah.
really.
Oh, he wants some loving. That's fine.
Look at the big
Oh,
wings.
big wings. Yeah, the big wings there.
Look at those
Look
wings.
at those
Good
wings.
boy. Look at those big wings on that dandy. Oh, big wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big wings are dandy.
That's the most he can stretch his wings out.
Yeah, the big wings.
Thanks, Josh. He's my baby. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. You'll probably end up on my shoulder if I do.
Oh, yeah.
Is that better? Is that better? Come on. Come on. He's going to your chair.
Okay.
I don't think he bother you. He just wants to
Yeah,
look.
I'm fine.
He's just looking around. Yeah, that's my boy. You want to step over again? There you go. You wanna go up? You want to go up? Oh, don't have hissy fits. Josh, he's got so many colors on him. It's really amazing. Green and blue and yellow and orange and red and I mean just everything. It's
He
really
is.
kind of
He's
amazing.
really multicolored. He's gorgeous.
Hi, Barbie. Good to see you.
Yeah, I am feeling better. Thank you for asking.
Look at that head. Look at
and,
that head. My goodness gracious.
Last 3 weeks have been pretty rough, but I am doing better today at least.
You know, I was talking earlier about how I spoil. Oh, now that I've got him, I'm going to put him back. I'll be right back.
Now the name for his breed, Josh, is he's a Hawaiian Sunset.
Yeah, that's
He's,
my boy.
His variant, he's a hybrid of a hybrid,
Oh, Mr.
which is really
Green.
uncommon. They don't usually breed. Have no idea what he's worth, but he's
Good. Be back in a while.
pretty valuable. Put it that way. Pretty valuable. Kareem and Bravo would probably worth a couple of grand each on the
Okay.
market. What about Gandhi? I have no idea
What?
what he would be worth on the open market.
Oh, who knows?
That'd be more than the other guys since
Yeah.
he's a hybrid.
Being a hybrid of a hybrid, he'd probably bring big pennies. But who knows whether he could be a breeder or not? We don't know if
Oh,
he's
no.
sterile.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling better, Barbie. So thanks for asking.
Celtic, that bit of movement that he did is the most he can get out of his
Yeah, he
leg.
can get a little more, but it's not
He goes
much.
like this, but he can't get this.
He
So that
can't.
he
He
can,
can't get him out like Bravo does.
yeah.
But
Thanks, Josh.
he was raised very poorly by his previous owner.
Yes, he was.
Didn't know anything about big birds.
And what's really odd is he took to me so quickly that the first night we had him, I put my fingers into the cage while he was in there, and most people would have had a panic if they'd known that.
Yeah.
And he was just gently chewing on my fingers, tasting it. Never bit me, never anything.
Well, Joe, the only thing I can tell you is when you have birds that big, you pretty much reach an understanding
You're
that to
gonna
have
bleed.
birds that size, you're going to bleed from time to time. And I've
Yeah.
got scars all over both my arms.
So do I.
And of course, you accept that as being part of the price you pay to have birds of that size in your home.
Thanks, Celtic.
So That's all there is to it. You know, if you're not willing to put up with that, then don't even bother bringing them in.
And believe me, it looks a whole lot worse than it is
Yeah, it
usually.
really, you know, it's.
Usually, I mean, most of the time, yeah, may break the
I
skin.
have had them pop a vein. I mean, literally pop a vein, and that one bled like a son of a gun. So the day he just severed a vein on the back of my hand, just clean as a whistle, you know, just like a pair of scissors. And that one bled profusely for quite a while.
Thanks, Joe.
But
I really didn't get hurt.
that's, you know,
And the thing we also have to remember is their beaks are truly the only protection they have for themselves, the only way they can grasp things most of the time. Yeah, they can do a little bit with one foot or the other, but they have no hands. So, and the beaks are big and strong and hard,
Yeah.
and our skin is not. So sometimes you bleed. It's just the way it is.
Joe, my skin is real fragile too. It's called friable. It just tears real easy. And yes, it is a problem. And that's one of the reasons I don't handle it much anymore, because even just their claws on my arm will pierce the skin, even though they're dull.
I take them to the vet and get their claws and beaks trimmed.
I can't handle it much anymore.
Josh, it generally freaks out Karib and Gandhi. Bravo, on the other hand, has, from the day I walked in the door and met him the first time, he has always seen me as some kind of a threat. Pardon me.
But he'll still let him handle him.
He lets me handle him, but he gets in a grumpy mood and he's going to take a bite out of me no matter what I do. So, Tim, take care.
Tim, thanks for coming by. It's good to see
Glad
you again,
for you
friend.
to be here. And you
Good
are
to
in our
see you.
prayers and on our prayer list. So,
You take care. Give your family our best, please.
yeah. But anyway,
It's too much trouble, Josh, for the most part. I've got some sweatshirts that I'm torn the sleeves off of. That it's just kind of not worth the effort.
but anyway, Bravo, as you saw when he was here, he was ready to nail me
Yeah,
because David was touching the inside of his wing. So I just watch Bravo more closely because if you watch them, they generally will telegraph what they're getting ready to do. And if you're on your ball, you can stay out of the way.
you got to watch for signs and signals. That's all there is to it. And that's what I missed last time whenever they nailed me, was I wasn't watching for the signals. I assumed everything was cool.
Gandhi almost never hurts me. Celtic, you take care, get some rest, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Celtic, I'm looking forward to seeing pictures of your wheelchair. Yeah, I'm about ready to pack it in here, Josh. It's a little after 2. And
We've
yeah,
gone on an hour.
we'll talk soon. We will. Yep,
Usually, Joe, they will.
that's very true, Joe. Most all the animals that I've ever had now, these big guys, they do telegraph their intake. You just have to learn to read them, and that takes a long time. Takes years. So
And they are jokers because
yeah, they are. They'll mess with your mind.
they will. They'll pretend they're going to strike you and not. And if you jump back, they'll laugh at you.
They'll laugh.
They get a real charge out of that kind of thing. You send a video for David on what you can. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd like to see that, Celtic, because I think what you're getting, if the pictures you've shown are any clue, you're getting a first-rate chair. Really, you really are. It should do you very well.
Now, Karib is
Take
our
care.
curmudgeon.
Yeah.
He's the old grumpy old man of the group. And if I know if he's in a bad mood, I just stand back and let him do his thing.
Yeah.
If he's in a good mood like he was today, he'll come down to the cage to where I'm standing and talk to me and tell me peekaboo and stuff like that. And in that case, I'm all for it, and I spend as much time as I can with him. But if he's in a bad mood, I leave him
You leave him
alone.
alone. You know, and after a while, you can tell. You know, years ago, when it was just me, when I was living down before Kate and I got back together, I had a very tough job and emotionally, and it would really, really tear me up sometimes. And when I'd go home, some days I could shed all that bullshit.
Cool,
Other
Celtic.
days I couldn't. So some days I'd come walking in. I'd go into the bird room to let these guys out. They'd come rushing up to the front of the cage. Couldn't wait to get out, say hi, want kisses, pets, all that stuff. Other days I'd come in, man, they'd be on the back of their cage, feathers up, and pissed at me as soon as I walked in the door. And what made the difference was
Wow.
my aura.
Julie, that's amazing.
You know, was how my day was affecting me. If I was still screwed up emotionally, they didn't want to have anything to do with me.
And they will let you know if
And
they
they'll
don't
let
want to
you
be
know.
messed
If they
with.
don't want you around, they'll tell you real quick.
Lisa, you take
Oh,
care.
good. Having sales on the AR-15 is cool.
It was wonderful to see you. You're supposed to get a cool front next week. Yay!
$25,000 chair. Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lisa, take care. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, some good news. Good, Tim. What is it?
Oh, Josh, Michael got an AR-15. Oh, okay. Tim, what'd you forget to tell us? Come on, lay it out.
Give him a minute. He's
Hurry
got
up,
to
come
type
on, come on. I ain't got all day here. Now, we need a drum roll for this or what?
While we're waiting, if anyone has anything to put on the prayer list, please let me know.
Yeah,
I've got the Broussards on there. I've got the Morgans on there.
and
I've
of
got
course, Tim.
Lori from Firefly Farms. I've got Christy Bettis. I've got True American Loretta, Celtic Bear, and Tim Turner. So if any of you want to add something, or if any of you want me to put you on here, let me know, please.
Oh, man. I'm about ready to fold up.
I think it's probably time for you to circle your wagons.
Yep.
Abby gets her wisdom teeth out on Thursday night. We knew that was coming. Definitely will, Sean.
And Josh says put in a good word for him at OSU. Joshua is asking for prayers. Now that's a red letter day. That's a red letter day. And Ruth would like to add her brother Milton. Oh, wow. Ouch. Lung and bone cancer. Ow. I love you too, Josh. You take care.
Milton. Going Monday to start your
Tim,
docking process.
that's
Oh,
wonderful.
Tim, that is so awesome.
That is cool. There
That-
you go.
We're going to put that on the prayer list too.
And Albany's got a friend of hers who's in a bad car accident. Off to bed
Friend
down in
Johnny.
Oklahoma. Oh, wow. That is bad. Okay. I'm going to leave y'all to it, and I'm going to go. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for all the good wishes and all your prayers for me. All greatly appreciated, believe me. Very much so. So, thank you. And I'm going to work my way over to my chair and get gone.
All right, darling. I'll move the camera just a little bit. Get me more centered on the
There
screen
you go.
there. Sean says, stay well. It was nice seeing you feeling better.
It was good to see Sean.
Joe says he's glad to see you feeling better. Loretta says the same. She's praying for you. Take care, Josh. Amanda says, take care. Amy says, have a great day. Ruth said, have a great day.
Oh, boy.
It is good to see him, isn't it, Amy? It's really nice. It makes me feel great that he's feeling well enough to get up. Thanks, Josh. You too. Thank you, Loretta. I appreciate all the prayers coming both of our ways. So. Maybe I can set up a Zoom meeting for all of the family. If I can figure out how. Yeah, it made me very, very happy when he said he wanted to get up today and be here. So you're right, Sean, it is. I've got almost a whole page of prayer requests here for just this week. Give this old man in a wheelchair a break. I don't type fast. Yeah, we know, Tim. That's all right. He's just in a good mood because he's able to get up and around, and he was giving you some trouble. And we know not everybody types as fast as I do or as fast as he does. So. Although my typing speed has gone way down. You're right, Sean. Thanks, Joe. Hopefully, after all these tests, they'll be able to give us something that makes it even more better. Make him even better than he is now.
Let's hope so.
No, Julie, there was one appointment we had to miss, but we're hoping we're going to be able to reschedule that one. So. My goodness, it looks like everybody's getting ready to go.
Yeah, well, I left. So
I know you leave and they all take off.
The light went out of the room.
Show you guys the birds and everybody is ready to go. That's okay with me. Take care, Amy. Love you. Give her a hug from us. Love you too. Thank you for coming by. Well, guys, we have been on for a while. Oh, Shadow Dancer. Hi. We're doing much better. David was able to join us for the first time in 3 weeks today, so we're doing a lot better. We're on every Sunday from 1 to 2 Central or 1 to whenever we finish Central Time. So, oh, okay. Well, I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on, Amy. Just depends on how many folks hang around, because I've got the time today. I don't have anything really to do other than clean the kitchen up again and finish canning the rest of the pears. And I harvested a bunch of my basil, and I need to get that in the dehydrator. So, Sean, you take care. It was wonderful to see you today. I'm glad to hear you had a good day, Joe. That is very, very important. Bless you too, Shadow Dancer. It was wonderful to see you. I can come clean your kitchen. I got to get mine clean first, honey. I got to clean out my refrigerator. I need to scrub the inside of my oven because I haven't done that in forever. And I'm going to make some bread today. I found a new recipe and I'm going to make some bread. If it turns out, I might even make a video. Okay, well, guys, I am going to go ahead and close it out. You stay safe. Have a wonderful week. And remember, there's somebody out here that cares for you. Take care. Bye, y'all.